Okay. So proxies. It's been a little while. I know we have already reacted to this. Like we've already did this on a live stream once before. But I want to rewatch this one particular video all over again. Because personal reasoning here is that I went do a little bit of digging. I'm going to be honest, I didn't go down the rabbit hole like I normally would. I spent a little time to take a look at some information, to take a look at some different games, to take a look at some things surrounding Zenless Zone Zero, surrounding the gacha market in general. And, well, I want to go ahead and react to this video. And just before we let the reaction pretty much go through, if you guys are wondering, just for encasement purposes, which I don't think you are worried about this, I don't think you care about this, but practically Zenless Zone Zero, a little while ago, released 2 different short videos right here in particular.
Bubbles burst at the slightest bump.
That has
Yet
put into
longing
question
grows stronger
Zenless
with
Zone
every
Zero's.
touch.
How dare I
What
say?
kind of stories will we write?
It put into question Zenless Zone Zero's age. And the amazing gacha content creator, because I can't even call him a Woo content creator no more because, well,
Ladies,
Woo is pretty much dead. Had a couple of choice words for this when we originally watched this, and there were some things that I questioned about it. And I didn't really get too far into it. I just made the comment that pretty much if you ever heard about Zenless Zone Zero, if you ever knew about Zenless Zone Zero, if you ever played it back in the day, you knew what you were getting into. Pretty much. Well, I figure we'll go ahead, we'll do a proper reaction to this. And since I have information lined up on the side, I was going to showcase a couple of different things to go with this. So, without further ado, let's have a word from our sponsors, and then afterwards, let's dive right into the video. You're looking to snag that next S-rank agent on your account, but yet you're out of polychromes and you're about to blow some cash on the in-store shop for some monochromes? Hold up before you top up. If you're playing Zenless Zone Zero, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, or any gacha game that empties your wallet, LDSHOP's got your back. With LDSHOP, not only you're just topping up, but you're saving money. 27% compared to the in-game store prices. That means more rolls, more chances for your dream agent, and way less pain on your bank account. And the best part? It's fast, it's safe, it's secure. No sketchy logins, no endless waiting. Just pick your game, choose your amount, pay, and boom. Your credits to the account before your pity counter even starts sweating. And here's the kicker for all my viewers out there. You'll save even more with the link down in the description below. So whether you're pulling for Orphe, Lucia, or one of those agents that, RNG keeps teasing you with, don't let the in-game store rob you blind. Top smarter. Save yourself right now by using LDSHOP down in the link below. Alrighty, so straight up, let's let our good old boy, our man of the hour, Mr. Saintonis, go ahead and do his reaction real quick.
and gentlemen, it is time for us to have a bit of a discussion today, and this one is going to be about
I love having
Zenless
discussions.
Zone Zero, because I'm going to be real, guys. No Nut November just started. It's November 1st, as you can see over here. But the Zenless Zone Zero developers have decided to pull out all of the stops.
Yes, they have, because you know what's so amazing about Yidhari? Is that during No Nut November, they wanted to make sure that it was easy for you to break No Nut November. How? Well, very simply to put, She's a one-handed character, so you have something to do with that free hand. So it's going to make it a lot easier for you guys to break your No Nut November vows. Let's just put it that way.
To go as far as like monetization can possibly go when it comes to being the most gooner bait out of gooner bait game I have ever seen in the history of gacha. I'm just going to be real over here. This is how crazy the marketing for Yidhari, or as I like to refer to her, Calamari Yizhuan, has gotten. You're seeing some traditional posts, right? They always release this one. You got kind of like the side angle view, the calendar, all of that. You got the W Engine showcase. Don't worry, we'll be taking a look at that one in just a bit. But you've also got this posted 14 hours ago, an official advertising post for Yidhari, and even Twitter itself has deemed this to be adult content. Ladies and gentlemen, this post on the official ZZZEN account is so wild that it is considered adult content by X. And so, this might as well be the first trial run for my stream, for my YouTube channel. Maybe we're going to get demonetized. Maybe we're going to go 18 plus. Because all I'm doing is just playing official materials from Hoyoverse with this one. I hope you guys are ready for this. I hope you guys are ready. Because this is the level of desperation Zenless Zone Zero has gone into. And it's not particularly that surprising when you take a look at the fact that, damn, that's kind of rough. Especially when they have a 180 pulse spending event.
Just remember, from what he's saying, Zenless Zone Zero is in a desperation, so this is why they're pulling out all the stops. And they're using Yidhari to do this with. Okay? Now, I mean, he talked about the 180 pull event right here, which we've already had that conversation before, but in this particular case, he's talking about this. So just understand, ZZZ is apparently desperate. Let him continue.
For Vivian's skin. Let's take a look.
Bubbles burst at the slightest bump, yet longing grows stronger with every touch. What kind of stories will we write together tomorrow? I'm excited to see.
This is a 12 plus game, right? I think Zenless Zone Zeros is actually technically a 12 plus game.
It is. Actually, it's a 13 plus game, but in terms of like different parts of the world, it's considered 12 plus. But my first initial reaction when I saw, the Yidhari short video right here, the little advertisement, I'm not gonna lie, it didn't really do much for me. If anything, I have seen this played out many a times before in traditional anime, in Dragon Ball, in you name it anime, where there's a bathroom scene where there's bubbles over the girl's chest and everything else. And when I was a younger age and I was watching shows on Toonami, Cartoon Network Toonami, this was something like Tenchi Muyo and stuff like this that would have these types of scenes. So this really didn't faze me much, but apparently for someone like Saint Tonus, this is relatively pretty bad, right? Well, let's continue.
Don't look like it. This looks like a Brown Dust 2 ad. This looks like almost the same level as a Brown Dust 2 ad. Oh, Zenless Zone Zero 16 plus? Oh, okay. Maybe that was changed recently. That makes sense. Anyways, what the hell? And that's just one of the teasers. Don't worry, there's more. Y'all know about W engines, right? This is the limited banner for weapons that's in Zenless Zone Zero. This is done to, improve the stats on your character, make them function better in combat. This is the W engine showcase, right?
I'm not gonna lie, this W engine showcase is amazing.
I bet you're excited to see what her weapon looks like. I hope you guys are ready for this one. We'll play this one full screen so you guys can actually enjoy the full aesthetics of this weapon. Keyword, weapon, W engine. That's the first frame of the video. I feel like I'm at a strip club. What the fuck? What is even going on here?
All I know what's going on here is some pretty damn good animation, if you know what I'm saying.
What the hell even is that? ZZZ is 12 plus? It is 12 plus in the Google. So it is 12 plus. I gotta go check this out. Give me a second. So I need to verify it on my end right now. Let's see. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck happened to this? Why is it at a 3.4? Oh, it's rated teen. Yeah, that is 12 plus. Yep, that is 12 plus in the United States of America, ladies and gentlemen. So keeping that in mind, that this game is 12 plus in the US, this is what the marketing materials are for it.
Okay, so we're really quickly going to stop the video right here, and I'm going to go pull something up real quick right here. So, for what St. Tonis is talking about, we have some different ratings with the ESRB, okay? And this right here is the Entertainment Software Rating Board, which they will determine, you know, based on the level of different things going on in the game, where that game is categorized in the rating, whether it is E for everyone, E plus 10, content that's generally suitable for ages 10 plus, teen, which is generally content suitable for 13 plus, which may contain violence, suggestive themes, crude humor, minimum blood, simulated gambling, influence of strong language, mature, which will have, contain a more intense violence, blood, gore, sexual content, or strong language, and A only for adults only, which is your porn games. Okay? So this led me on a little fucking trip. Azura Lane. I have seen multiple fucking ads for this fucking game, bro. And if you know, you fucking know. It's a teen-rated game. That right there is his official YouTube channel. This surely is Zenless Zone Zero levels of gooning. I'm just gonna play like a little bit of this. Not gonna lie, I wish my girls looked like that in Zenless. I am not gonna lie. I mean, like I said, if you know, you know. But hey, this is apparently a fucking 13 plus old game. Hey, Goddess of Victory, Nikki, the ass game, known to man. And if you know, you fucking know, because even take a look at their fucking shit from straight here. Hey, let's just go to a short real quick.
Fortunately, our weapons can take down raptors, so we'll be able to help.
Okay. Brown Dust 2. Also T for teen. And yeah. If you know, you know. I'm not actually going to play too much of this one. But you know, you know. You know what's even funnier? Love in Deep Space. Rated T for teen. And I have something special for this one. which is one of their newer advertisements that we found. So, buckle your seatbelts, boys and girls. Apparently, Zenless Zone Zero is on the level of this.
How did it feel to watch me from outside the cage?
So, yeah. Just a couple of different examples of video games that are gotchas that are in the rated T for teen section. And when we even go a little bit further, and I'm not even really want to bring it up too much because we could look at something like Weather and Waves, because I know this will be brought up, because Weather and Waves Cantarella trailer in particular has one scene in particular which a lot of people had gooned over.
Delicious.
It's happening here. In fact, this character in particular was part of some relatively big drama in the past, to be completely honest. And I will go pull this up really quickly, because if you know, you know. And I've already showcased this before, but I'm going to use this for the purpose of this video really quickly. But back when she first released, something had happened with Kuro Games. They had given her a camo toe. The before picture right here. This is what she looked like before Kuro Games had to patch it. This was their original vision for a certain particular character. And then after, this was the patch and it fixed it. But it was designed originally to have this. So, relatively, I'll put it like this. I do believe that Weather and Waves' shorts, their advertisements, a little bit more tamer. But we'll get more into that in a bit. Let's let St. Tonus continue on.
Followed by...
Bubbles burst at the slightest bump, yet longing grows stronger with every touch. What kind of stories will...
Followed by... People told me to watch the PV for this character. This is the final bit, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a legend about sea monsters.
I'm going to skip a little bit on this one because if you've already seen it, you already seen it.
This isn't a snack.
He's just watching it. He's like, it's not too bad until we get to the end.
Ain't cleaning that shit up. Oh my god, you know that's the reason why public safety is getting called. I hope you guys understand that. I know she looks all...
Basically, just to throw jabs as easy every which way, shape, form you can, you know, saying that Yidhari is basically a disgusting, you know, smelly bitch that opens doors butt naked.
Sorry to bother. We've had reports of a sea monster sighting in the area. Damn, please put on clothes.
Oh, she's just naked.
Whoops, sorry, forgive me. Give me a moment.
A town? A sea monster?
So she just opens up the door naked.
A rich...
Pretty much commentary like this, right? So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get a little bit further into it. We're gonna get the bell right here.
Next story.
Let's let it continue.
What? What's even going on, bro? Like, straight up, they just decided to, in the marketing for this character, this unit is basically like a porn star. I don't know how else to describe exactly what's going on over here. The character is like literally a porn star, and it's just... I can't help but think that there's an insane amount of just random bullshit right
I think that the ZZZ development team understands their audience pretty damn well and what they like. And Yidhari, who's pushing the boundaries a little bit, let's not lie, she is pushing the boundaries a little bit, is giving the fans of this game exactly what they want.
From the ZZZ developers to just think about, like, what can we do in our marketing to, like, see some level of success. We kind of went for, like, the cutesy, goofy girl with this unit, Lucia, and now we're just gonna go with, like, straight up... Now they're just going for that with this unit. And that is in pretty much every single one of their materials. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really sure what's going on anymore. And if this is the direction that the game is going, I'm just gonna be real with you. This is nothing compared to Cantarella. Cantarella's a fucking Disney princess compared to this shit. This shit got nothing on Lauma.
Oh, 100%.
Or, like, Lauma got nothing on this shit. Lauma looks like the fucking the most flattest and, like, modest character in the history of gacha compared to whatever the fuck is going on over here. Like, this unit is just like, and her marketing and everything that's going on is just like, what? And at this point, I legitimately don't think that is a 12+ trailer. I don't think that that's something that kids in middle school should be actually watching for it to be.
I will say like this. Again, when I was in middle school, I seen a lot worse on Toonami, motherfucker. I've seen a lot worse. The original Dragon Ball, I saw Goku go ahead and pull Bulma's panties down and looking for balls. I saw Bulma go ahead and lift her dress up to go ahead to bargain with Master Roshi. I saw pretty much with Tenchi Muyo, Ryoku and everybody pretty much shoving their tits into Tenchi's fucking face every single second they could. In typical anime fashion, this is practically tame as shit from what I've seen when growing up. And I do agree that, children shouldn't, see this kind of stuff. At the same point in time, I will make this statement. I don't think children in middle school should be even playing a fucking gacha game. That if you are under a certain age of maturity, 16, 17, heck, I don't even think you should be able to play a gacha till you're 18 years old, to be completely honest. That at that point in time, you should not be allowed. Anything that has any form of gambling in it, whether it's a loot box or anything, should not be exposed to children. So I would say it like this: Weather and Waves, Zenless Zone Zero, HSR, Genshin Impact, every single gacha that is on the market should be banned from any child from seeing it. Simple as that. That is one of my takes right there.
Necessarily age appropriate. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Yeah, this not a 12+ unit. And that's the direction that ZZZ is going. And hey, if that's what works, that's what works. But it's also fair to say that the more goonerific that a game ends up becoming when the original premise of the game wasn't to be gooner, I'm just gonna be honest, this is kind of adding a very...
Wait for it.
If I was somebody that enjoyed ZZZ's aesthetics, if I was somebody that, like, enjoyed the vibe of the game in the earlier patches, and this is what it has become, I'm not gonna lie. I think a big part of, like, that original target audience might not necessarily be there anymore, and you might as well just...
We're gonna pause right there. So if you were one of the original people that first played Zenless Zone Zero, that first fell in love with its aesthetics and everything else, as of right now, you probably left ZZZ because of Yidhari. But I have a counterpoint to this. Okay? I have a pretty big counterpoint to this one. I think that if you were a person that ended up being pretty much a fan of this game in the very beginning, you knew exactly what the fuck you were getting involved in because of material like this.
So you're the one who lost Boss's goods. Boss sent me to repay you.
If you know the trailer, you know exactly the parts of this trailer and what it did to people.
Have something to say. Be careful now. I don't want to hear anything that might damage.
The goods were stolen.
Would you tell me more?
It was too fast. Red. Yes, it was red. And it leapt from the shadows.
Yeah. Or how about like the part with Caesar's trailer?
Glad that's over with.
Caesar, there's enough of us in here as it is. And you're wearing shoes again.
What's the big deal? We're all ladies. Let me borrow that hair wash of yours. You know, the one that smells
Huh?
nice.
Excuse me, that's the newest shampoo from Carliche. It's made for classy ladies like me.
I'm just going to say that a lot of the material that has been showcased from Zenless Zone Zero has indubitably been goonerific. That the developers knew exactly their target audience. And that if you were a person that loved the aesthetics, that more likely, this is the reason why you love Zenless Zone Zero. I'm just going to put it out that way.
Expect like more literal porn stars in the game for the foreseeable future. Because what in the fuck did we just take a look at today? I don't really know. I think there's a reason as to why literal official promo materials are being sent.
I think we can stop it right there. You can go watch the entire video yourself if you want with St. Tonus if you haven't already. It's just to give you an idea of what his thought patterns at and pretty much the counterpoints that I wanted to give. I mean, we got to the point to where, you know, Kencherella came into Weather and Waves, for example, because they wanted a scene, they wanted a character that was a little bit of gooner bait. I mean, we have situations where there is actual advertisements that Kuro Games, while they're not exactly, you know, adult content related per se, there is advertisements that has shown more of a mature theme, if you would, to children. For example, we're swiping the screen to rip clothing off. You really think, oh, we're just trying to show like a different design of the character. You really think that's what that is about, right? Okay, well, you know, Weather and Waves, you know, that's just like 1-2 ads right there. Okay, well, I mean, let's look at some picture ads that's popped up. Like, you know, I mean, what's one of the biggest things that I see on here that fucking Kuro is really fucking advertising when it comes to download now and get 108 pulls for free. I don't know. I think Tao Chi's got some nice fucking assets right there in that picture, right? What about, you know, something a little bit more tamed, right? That's how the ad starts off from Weather and Waves themselves to go ahead and install. Back during the anniversary, they made the first part of the advertisement Zanny's flat fucking ass. Do you really think a child from middle school should see that? Or how about a sponsored advertisement with a content creator involved?
Oh, I'm gonna come. Holy shit. You trying to fight me? What, are you crazy? She is so fucking hot.
So these are actual advertisements that Kuro Games has paid money into to showcase Weather and Waves in a different, wider range for an audience to come into the game. I mean, grant you, at least, you know, they have better, at least these are some better ads than something like they used to put up, which is some kind of shit like this. Level 1, level 40, and level 99. Sponsored by Weather and Waves. Like, this makes absolutely no sense because this is not how the game is played. This is false advertisement, 110%. But I'm just saying that we have even Kuro Games themselves that is also trying to push into collecting the adult market when it comes to their games, when their game is also a 12 plus rating. So once again, just to follow on to this really quickly, when we look at games like Azure Lane, if you know the ads like I'm talking about, because you could take a look at something like right here, you could just take a look at their official YouTube channel. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can see what this game is all fuck about, right? I'm pretty sure you can all see. Yeah, you can see what this is about, right? It's a fucking goddamn fucking game that is fucking teen. 13 years old. It is safe for, it is suitable for 13 plus and may contain. It is suitable for fantasy violence, subjective themes, and partial nudity. That's what Google's got it rated as. Everybody knows about God is a Victory, right? Suggestive themes, alcohol reference. It's rated T for teen. Brown does too. We all know this game. Partial nudity, suggestive themes, violence, and blood. Rated T for teen, 13 plus. And I mean, you could take a look at exactly some, yeah. Love in deep space. Sexual themes. Mild language and use of alcohol. Apparently that's safe for 13-year-olds too. So yeah. That's all I need to say. That's all I wanted to put out. Do apologize how long this video is, but hey, I figure we can hit a couple of different points. Until next time, keep it classic, keep it jazzy, always keep it real, and give me your thoughts down below in the comment section. Peace.